I believe we need to hear things over and over again, right? We sometimes don't process it the first, second, third, fourth, 10th time we hear something. So we need to hear it 10, 12 times, 15 times, 20 times to kind of get it through our brain to be like, yeah, that's right. That is what I need to do. I know that. Sometimes we just need to hear it over and over again. That childlike learning, right? Sometimes we just you just got to tell a child over and over before they finally get it. I'm not calling you children. I love you guys. But saying we gotta hear it over and over. So the messages in there are not anything new, but maybe today, November 1st, is the day you take one of those messages and say, yeah, I actually do need to apply this in my life. Discipline is the path to freedom. I love it. I might tweet that out today. I don't know. Discipline, discipline is the path to freedom. If freedom is important to you, time freedom, financial freedom, right? Freedom to be able to choose your life. If freedom is important, if that is something you want most, it's something I want most, it's freedom, then discipline is the path to get to that. If you lack discipline, we're going to not get to the freedom part. If you develop and make a decision to be more disciplined in your life, you are on the path to freedom. If you are more disciplined in your financial life, you are on your path to financial freedom. That's all. It's just discipline, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's not always easy, but it's the stuff that we need to do for us to go off and design our ideal life. That's what we're here to do. In the beginning said, just start. Just start, y'all. It's my message of encouragement for you today. Just get started. Whatever the thing is that you've been putting off, whatever the thing is that you said, I'll start after this weekend, whatever the thing that you said, I'll start next month, the beginning of the year, after Christmas, whatever ideas we had of when we were starting something, just start it now. Just go at it now, guys. Start the health plan now. Start to work out now. Start the business now. Start the investment thing now. Like, just do it now. Why wait? You got to make sure these become habits in your life. Remember, if we're trying to change our life, we start by changing our thinking. So what if you don't have the habit of doing things now? What if you have the habit of putting things off? It's why your life gets to the place that it gets to potentially. So what if we can change the thought and say, I'm going to do everything now. I have a sense of urgency. I'm going to get it done today. The thing that I was going to put off, I'm going to get it done right now. And what if that becomes our habit? What if that becomes our thinking, which becomes our habit, which becomes how we behave, which has a direct correlation to what we're seeing in life and what we're experiencing? Maybe that's the one thing you got to focus on, but you got to get started. You heard in there a bunch of times, you got to get uncomfortable, right? Successful people learn how to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Comfortable being uncomfortable. You've heard me say it 8,000 times. You got to get out of your comfort zone, right? Everything that's good is on the other side of your comfort zone. If your day to day is very comfortable, comfortable things like actions that you take, comfortable emotions that you have. And when I say comfortable emotions, they might not be favorable emotions, but they're emotions that are comforting to you. Some people, anger is a comforting emotion. You experience it a bunch. Some people, right, anxiety or worry or depression, those become comfortable emotions because you experience them a lot. They might get you some significance. People might pay more attention to you. There's certain things that happen that become our emotional home. So an uncomfortable emotional home just might be the fact that you're grateful all day long, that you have joy all day long, that you have a smile on your face all day long, no matter what the circumstances are. Maybe that's just being uncomfortable emotionally for you, but you got to get uncomfortable. Successful people are comfortable being uncomfortable. So that's why I encourage y'all to get uncomfortable every day. Get out of your comfort zone every day. You heard it in there. Do something that scares you every day. Do something that scares you every day. Ron said intentional growth. It's being intentional about your growth. It's doing something that you know scares you and you do it anyway. We just talked about it on Wednesday. Get out of your feelings. Get away from your feelings, right? That was what we read in the 177 Mental Toughness Secrets, is don't let your feelings get in the way. Well, you heard that again. You got to put the feelings to the side. You got to make commitments. You got to make decisions and do things even when you don't feel like it. I know it sucks. That's what we have to tell our children, right? I know you have to eat your, I know it sucks, right? But it sucks. I get it. We would much rather do other things in life. You much rather do the easy things. You much rather lay on the beach or do the comfortable things, but we gotta do hard things. It's the only way we build the capacity to become the people that can handle the life we're asking for. If you're asking for a big life, you have to have the capacity to handle said big life. If you don't have the capacity to handle it, you won't keep it for long. And that's even more torturous. Anybody that might know this. When you get to a place that you want to be, but you can't keep it, you get to the financial place you want to, you get to the destination in life that you think you wanted, and then you only keep it for a month. You only keep it for 6 months, and then you go back down to nothing. You go all the way back to the beginning. That's a lot more devastating for people than people that have to climb the mountain, build their character, build the capacity, go through the tough times, go through the adversities to build who you are. So when you get to the place that you want, you can keep it, you can handle it. But that all comes with you guys getting uncomfortable and doing hard stuff over and over again. The text that I picked out for today in 177 mental toughness secrets, but it's just a reminder. Champions know adversity is the catalyst of mental toughness. Don't wish away your adversities, ladies and gentlemen. Don't wish away your problems. Don't wish away the hard stuff. Don't wish that stuff away. That's the stuff that makes you who you are. It builds your character. The people we look up to that have been through that have the lives that we want, or right emotionally are where we want, or have the greatest faith life, have had the toughest road. They've gone through the most adversities. They've had the most challenges. They've seen the most stuff in life and have overcome them. That's why they have the capacity, the character in order to handle the life that they have. So for us, just know that the adversity is helping you. The adversity, whatever adversity you're going through in life, because everybody's going through something, whatever that is, it's actually helping you if you see it as such. If you know no one's coming to help you, no one's coming to do the work for you, no one's gonna get you out of your emotional home, no one's coming to push you out of your comfort zone, right? Unless it's me or somebody else in your ear, right? No one else is there doing those things for you. So you got to do it. But you got to know that the adversities that come when you start doing those things, it's a part of the game. It's just natural. That's the way it's supposed to be. Here's what it says in the text. It says, champions believe if you remove the adversity, you remove the victory. As a result, they tend to view adversity as a challenge through which learning and growing occurs. Their worldview is evident in the way they describe the adversities they face. While average people choose the path of least resistance, the world-class performers operate at a higher level of awareness. They understand that stress and struggle are the key factors in becoming mentally tough. Say that again. They understand that stress and struggle are the key factors in becoming mentally tough. While average people watch television and hang out at happy hour, the great ones continue to push themselves mentally and physically to the point of exhaustion. Only then will you see them in rest and recovery situations. Adversity to average people equals pain. Adversity to world-class performers is their mental training ground. It's how they become mentally tough. Average people scorn adversity. Those who are world-class don't welcome adversity, yet they see it as the ultimate catalyst for mental growth, as well as the contrast needed to recognize the beauty of life. Right? Without appreciating the valleys, you can't appreciate the mountaintop. Without understanding what it's like when you're in a low spot in your life, when you're in a tough season, you can't have the joy to understand what it's like to be at the top of that thing and really have life where you want it. You need the adversity. We need the adversity. We cannot be the average people that look at adversity as painful. It's like, oh God, why me? Oh gosh, why do I have to go through this? I don't know if I can. Like, that can't be our demeanor if we want to go off and design our ideal life. That can't be your attitude. Remember, only two things you control: your actions and your attitude. That can't be your attitude when you go through adversity. Because if we take the adversity away, like it says here, you remove the victory. There's no win. There's no progress. There's no fight. We're designed as human beings to fight, to like move forward, to progress, to get better, to grow. Like that's who we are. So when we're not doing those things, we're out of alignment with what we're called to do, who we're called to be. But we got to go do the hard stuff. The adversities. The adversities of life are what make you. It's what makes you the man or woman that you need to be to handle the life you're asking for. So when you see the adversities come, when you go through the tough seasons of life, just sit through it, get through it faster. Think of what the lessons are that you can learn. Think about what this is doing for your mental toughness. What are the areas that God is showing you that you probably need to tweak some of these things or pay attention to some of these things more or get a little bit more strength in this area? Pay attention to that stuff during the adversities. But just know it's not going to be easy. We didn't expect it to be easy. I hope at this stage in your life, you didn't expect life to just be smooth sailing, right? Just to be easy all the way out. I hope that wasn't the expectation. Hope the expectation was that it will get hard, it will get challenging, there will be adversities, and this too shall pass. And I'm capable, right? And I know where I'm headed, right? Like it's both sides. You got to know both. But don't let the adversity knock you out of the game. Don't let the adversity knock you out of the game. Just get started at whatever it is that you're doing, right? Know that the struggle is a part of the game. The adversity is a part of the game. Not everybody wants to design their ideal life. Not everybody wants to get to the life they don't need a break from. Not everyone cares about growing to become the best version of themselves. We care about that stuff. Not everybody cares about it. We care about it. So that's why we have to struggle a bit more, fight a bit more, push a bit more, right? We got to do a bit more of those things because we want to experience that life. If you control your feelings, you control your life. Get your feelings out of the way. You're going to do a lot of things that you have to do, even though you don't feel like doing them. You're going to have to do them. This is just a part of life, y'all. It's a part of life, right? And discipline is the path to freedom. I wrote that down. Discipline is the path to freedom. This quote up here says, if it weren't for the dark days, we wouldn't know what it is to walk in the light. That's Earl Campbell. The action step for today, y'all, says list 3 most difficult adversities you faced and 5 good things that happened to you as a result of each one. If you figure out the adversities, if you can see, we talked about this a few weeks back, right? Whatever we can see with our mind's eye, like if you can't see it, you're not paying attention to it, you're not going to be able to see it around you. So if you list those 3 most difficult adversities you had, the question is in your mind's eye, can you see 5 good things that happened as a result of that? I know we can think about the bad things, the part of the adversities we didn't like, but when you look back at those adversities, can you train your brain to see the 5 things that happened that were positive to you as a result of that? This is how you train yourself to see the good in adversity, and your fear of the future challenges will dissipate. The more you train your brain how to do this, ladies and gentlemen, the easier it actually gets. And so that's my challenge to you on this Friday, November 1st. Number 1, go write some goals today or tomorrow for exactly what you want to make happen in the month of November. This can be an amazing month for you. Your life can change completely. If you have new intentions, new goals, you have new behaviors and new actions, you'll get new results. So write it down. Write it down exactly what it is that you want to make happen. And then we got to just go do the hard work. Push yourself to get uncomfortable every day. Push yourself to have the uncomfortable conversation every day. Push yourself to do something where your emotional home has to change every single day, and your life will get better. Your life will get better. I believe it. I hope you believe it too. I love you guys. I want you to win. You deserve to win. Your families deserve to win. Again, if no one else ever tells you, I will tell you because I know it's true. Like, you deserve this. You deserve to get to the life you want. God put you here for a reason. You got to figure it out. You got to get your mind in the right place so you can have different outcomes. But you can all make it happen. It just takes a little work. It just takes a little intentionality. It takes a little sacrifice. It takes a little focus. It takes a little bit of you saying no to some things. It takes a little bit of you saying, hey, I thought about it this way. Now I'm going to think about it this way. That's all. But once you make that decision, good things can happen. Go out, enjoy your weekend, do something that scares you. We'll see you back here on Monday. Take care, y'all.